The Wendigo's hunger. The radio crackled in the search and rescue office. Sarah Martinez rubbed her tired eyes, watching the temperature display drop another degree. -42, a new record for northern Minnesota. Base, this is Forest Service. We've got 3 missing hikers in Superior National Forest. Last known location near Knife Lake. Been out there 2 days now. Sarah grabbed her radio. Copy that. Any contact? Negative, but their emergency beacon activated an hour ago. Signals, strange, keeps moving. Outside her window, the wind howled, a sound too close to words. Jimmy Thunderhawk, the local Ojibwe elder who helped on searches, touched her arm. Sarah, not this one. The hunger is awake. She'd known Jimmy 3 years, had seen him handle every kind of wilderness crisis. She'd never seen him scared before. They'll die out there without help, she said, already reaching for her gear. Some things are worse than dying. But she was already assembling her team. Standard winter rescue. Herself, Mike Chen on medical, Tom Brooks on navigation, and Lisa Wong on communications. They'd done this 100 times. None of those times had been in record-breaking cold. None had made Jimmy invoke old legends. The helicopter dropped them near the hikers' last known coordinates. The winter forest stretched endless, white, silent except for that wind that kept almost speaking. "Damn, I'm starving," Mike said, just an hour in. He'd eaten a full breakfast at base. They found the campsite 2 hours later, 3 tents slashed open from the inside, torn backpacks spilling winter gear across virgin snow, and stranger, full food packs, untouched. Energy bars scattered like confetti, ignored even by animals. Who leaves food? Lisa wondered, her breath clouding. In this cold, the tracks told a story Sarah couldn't read. Boot prints that started normal but stretched longer between steps. Some places where someone had walked on all fours, leaving strange, elongated handprints in the snow. Base, this is Martinez. Signs of, what madness? Erratic behavior, proceeding east, following tracks. Only static, answered. Lisa fiddled with the radio, getting interference, like someone breathing into the mic. Tom's GPS glitched, died. The compass spun lazily, useless. But they followed the tracks, watching the sun sink toward afternoon darkness. The cold bit deeper. Sarah had never felt cold like this. It had weight, presence, hunger. Mike kept talking about food, what he'd eat when they got back, what his mother used to cook, raw meat, living meat. They found the first hiker as darkness fell, still alive, crouched in the lee of a fallen tree. His legs were wrong, too long, joints bent backward. When he turned, his neck extended impossibly, face elongated into something between human and deer. "So hungry," he whispered. His teeth had grown. Mike stepped toward him, entranced. "I can smell meat." "Mike, back away," Sarah ordered. But Mike's neck was already lengthening, body stretching like taffy in the growing dark. The wind spoke with Jimmy's voice. "The hunger walks in winter. Once it sees you, you become it." Something moved between the trees, impossibly tall, impossibly thin. Antlers branched against the darkening sky, the smell of old meat, corrupted flesh. Sarah fired a flare. For a moment, the thing was illuminated, a creature of famine given form, of hunger never satisfied. Its ribs bent outward like fingers, its eyes reflected green, like a deer's but wrong. Mike screamed, the sound stretching into something inhuman as his body followed. Lisa ran. Tom raised his rifle, then turned it toward his own leg, mouth watering. Sarah remembered Jimmy pressing something into her hand before they left, a small pouch of tobacco, stitched with symbols. "Feed the spirit," he'd said, "before it feeds on you." She scattered the tobacco in a circle, speaking the words he'd taught her. The Wendigo paused, considered. The wind spoke with many voices now, all its past victims, all its future ones. But the circle held. Tom's humanity returned to his eyes. "Run," Sarah commanded. He didn't hesitate. They found Lisa 2 miles later, still human, still running. They didn't find Mike. The rescue helicopter lifted them out just before full dark. Below, something moved through the trees, following, hungry, patient. The official report cited hypothermia, exposure, mental confusion from extreme cold. The hikers were never found. Mike's disappearance was labeled a wilderness casualty. But Sarah knows better now. Every winter, when the temperature drops below 40 below and the wind starts speaking, she scatters tobacco at her door. And she never, ever answers calls about missing hikers in Superior National Forest. Because up there, in the deepest cold, hunger walks on 2 legs, then 4, then more, and it's always, always searching for fresh meat.